Good morning. This is Kevin Mikai, Corporate Audit and Amira South. I'm going to be very brief because of time. Thank you very much. So, we talk about corporate finance very briefly. When we talk corporate finance, a corporate is an association. Not only a corporate. The word is Sacco. Any corporate. An association of people who are identified by a particular name as an entity. Is that the word they So that's a corporate. Then we have various ways on how that corporate can be financed. Number one, entrance fee, that is direct from the members. Those requirements, you know them. Yes? Entrance fee is one of it. Then share capital, and then you do the part of the investments. So those are some of the sources which can finance a cooperative. Then you talk about the retained earnings by the Sacco itself goes and sometimes at the end there is dividends which given out, and then there is those ones which left in the Sacco. That's the aspect of retained earnings. We also have external funding. External funding, just like the grant, my colleague talked briefly about it. The grant is another term on that aspect of financing to the cooperative. Then there's also outsiders. Outsiders sometimes can give a source of income to a cooperative, but these outsiders go to technical. Like now, I was saying something, and then you got funds, was friends. That is outsiders. But in the cooperatives, we sometimes discourage it because of issues in the other one. So I don't want to be so long because of time. My colleague is going to talk about the loan policy, but in less than a second. Less than a second. Thank you very much.
Timanye tinki mwato weke na chinso chinke yantu wanchi kurandi lakini kuranda ni chiko.
Irandi ni chiko wawe.
Wana leta tu atawi chinso chiko chiaje. Lakini nane pasta na to paving kuimanya lazima wasoe karibu na Yesu. Karibu. Bwana karibu chamba iga. Personally enough I feel I'm in the house of the Lord. So Timothy, ninki mwango tunacheza chinsa chio kwera sisi mbaya mwenene. Ya no ega nini mbaya mwenene kwera mfesa. Moi mwango ile pekusa na saiska. Igual no otra sisi mbaya mwenene lakini niende. Nitaite kwa gorio mo loan what? Madam Margaret. I got no channel what you want to say, walk around. No, what did she go default? Yeah, quite a number. I didn't get to have to want to say, another quite default. Forget the Mamichayeri Chico, get them over the Chico, yes, you don't. Get them over here, Michayeri Chico, Kagani the Shua, British Shua, Nino, tea. Nande can have a one default. Timoga take
collectively, madam.
Yes.
We may not give a notice.
Sorry?
Let me respond to that.
Yes.
Collectively, this is not even the intention of those very defaulters to default it is. There are very numerous circumstances. If you push that lady, whom you referred, she can be able to exonerate out each and every cause. But then as God's people, again we pray that God opens a way that they repay back.
So what you want to say?
Because I want to imagine very free, extremely free, that you don't exist in a vacuum. You exist with all respect in these very hard times of the country. Those are very sure reasons why things can take that direction.
Sure.
So the whole thing here, and thank God, we are Christians. We keep praying for those people that one day they'll be able to pay up. That's the reality of the matter. So we bear with one another, sister. But
to me, what I can basically tell you, na hiyo katoka pembana ki oyo na insurance yako mwakanira ekere bochira ina kwa ile loan wasiru wakana. It means you as a person, I don't know your name and I don't want to give you as an example, I want to give myself as an example. Maybe it's called Gaiga Omongwana Naro. Let me give Mika as another example. Mika Wochire, he's a member here. Obogoiri alone. I'll wait a reason, maybe it's school fees. Mika, I'm sorry. I want to call you Samson. Mika Samson and the middle of the Sadelila, Wochire is called Ario Correctly. Wachire to attend a meaning. Chief credit officers, when they come to loan, they don't do what? They don't give loans to Lingana. The purpose. They don't follow up permanent purpose. They loan in maybe for development. Now don't make sure anyone baby are going to maybe it's school fees. Instead of the credit officers, where they loan you, to the school, meaning then what you want to make a via Nando Montoya, Similar to Kobasumba, Wakane Lone. Because of time, Mukobasa, loan defaulters, Mokore, you do the necessary. When you borrow the loan you're going to pay, and you're going to pay with interest. So please, do the honorable thing and pay the loan. Ekiaga, the loan you can just see out your kati. Wow, you people were Nande.
One of our common on it is a child.
One day, I saw you go spring the point in
One
whatever in up. Tioni, HUS, Chiquaira, Tiaring, Tiaring, Okwa wate vicinini, abande ba commentera, Tiago Sano Joga Romocha, in Kyoguira Netiavan.
Richie, Coreano, Tamati, non policy, non in che whatever. Lakini ndio kwa ile chimesiaba member, taliba chia kwa one you might take whatever. Or with 3 times your savings, right? So it means 3 times you get 73,000, you're going to get 9,000. 106,000 is like chiao. Eguako, you are over a muchan. Inki Kerage, Roro Chai, the honorable thing of it. We are not a message. Eraki? Na inchi na wako nyarenga na inchi ninga weto mwana kwa ile school lakini na chile ga kwa ile loan na yori ya kile the sailing tingo nyara kwa hebu because to what I loan defaulters ya bange igore ni kwa ile chibesa ko to ganyo bwati bugaki ekero go chama ige nyumba na saudi na go se wasuma yanchi yeto kwa ile na ndeka go chitoka register kwa bomo member na kwa roche ngane bwate benefits, right?
Yeah.
You go on, no, can over chill for you, Chibese. Taco, to have the time using it to buy it as Yoko Wati Chibese. Una way, quite a quick medical work, I didn't say Area. Ninga Chibese. Nandi correct, Nandi, one I teach you a cinema to Nandi Gani and me. Now one Sinera Conyor and Era Conor. Another thing. Timanyeti was say about Tumbaro, which I got about Chibese, maybe in France, maybe 100,000 once or 300,000 once, maybe initially, the guy will save 5,000 per month. Woman will show me the more than 300,000. Such a person take my loan equivalent to that money. My loan equivalent, she was teaching Dangani will save until she was teaching ransom, she accorded 6 months. Otherwise, the woman that she was 1 million, the same to number that she was essential. I next month for each person. I will think I'm a member. I have the right. Therefore, I will cheat. She will say, 1 million, and maybe this person has saved 500,000. That is equivalent. That is actually 1.5 million. Times 3, that's a lot of money. So my it was actually a kaiba. A correct. The woman talk about one of them. We don't assume from your heart, you know, when it comes to money, she was a nigga to get a sensitive. Now, I can open a loan in the credit committee, the Fadali, the Roman to mobile loan, Moran and Key, Woman to use about 500,000. What a conarada, what she was said, no one to many of them. Yes, exactly. A converting a mirror like us, our rent. Imomania Pisogo, Imomania Pinkia water, Imomati. It's like now, it's like a Chakoyan in Chibasage. And another thing, the guarantors, the Fadali. You as a guarantee, make sure Motoka guarantee was a normal manete. Now, no money thing and Nacha correctly. Nacha and the Kiagara and the deep chain was the guarantors. After I defaulted completely, and there is no way you want to use it and express it. Need more correct share chain on a so it's up to you as a guarantor, or correctly. Comanion to win a Comanian and the staff. We can have everything go together. One around and you can have one around it. Okay.
Can you tell us, please, the consequences of defaulters when there are many? What are the results? Again, I don't know what I'm going to call.
It's obvious, according to me and according to the teaching servant about Sacco before Morosi loan policy. You get whatever I'm working, I'm going to you now go to my child, now go to Moti. Don't you look at it and to carry movable? TV, on the camera, I would fold it down on the Barabana. You get a number, then Nabata, similar and more numeric, your money cannot afford it completely. Another thing would echo motivated defaulter, or whatever waited for after how many months? How many months, members?
We don't know.
After 3 months, the year made a total defaulter. Bono. This way, I won't get an appointment. You can get it more in Kimura, Chiko, Nimoya, Nichibes, Chinande, or Rinata Obiagama, Imo Masako, and Taylor, Motaman, so one Motaman in Kiabuate, a Kiagare Kunoko Beka Chikaranti on
temptation.
On your race. And the Chiava Chico, the savings, Chiava Sori, Nakiago Chakora. Then go to Kubata, Discover Abako Chaf. And that's why now I'm having this second day, you're not going to get more members. Yes, please.
Master. Now, como you want more area, you actually will come after. Go on.
Oriented to education, into the team, you get the university. Again, it goes contrary the norms and ethics of our person. Idiogo, is you to make sure you have paid the money. It is even the biblical. Uno Kurusakayo, they can all, I want to get them. Get Tangania quarantine, pay back US Javajan. You go, no, you by the number as a Sacco, who tell you as a profession you for actually go to wave Kamona Mate Muru, Avarandi. Garavarandi to the minute Tava, which only your talk, our executive secretary. Chaka Pumana Natura Canavesa. O Kueka Umra Yuyu, as a king, let the wind it over. Because to me, go not in any purpose. Give us a singer, Amaranti. Got 12 for digging, taking care to us to do what a woman, but the way that they do, but let the work, they are consistent, and get over hard working as super living thing. But I work fully, I don't think you could say. One Tarab, you have a devanga, you will enter a group. God bless you.
We are not wekera moraga ni mafunzo zaidi na mogo contact Sacco Nyamira South na watogosha to wasomi torega igasi nchu ya ino na ndio torega ready kurwa mafunzo moyo rogo kona na saita kwa sena mtu ale wasomi
Thank you so much.
Sorry to corporate office. Thank you so much for those wonderful presentations. Again, the Kuakori, Nekero, Cusco, the corner water was you. Again, the Kuakori, the anti-ball team. Kinamon, they were take it very, very serious. In my long serving as a Sacco, now I think I guess I'm better convinced that there are some other people who could just march into the Sacco and they pretend that they are actually investing with us. And then they take big loans, they go defaulting. This so much convinced. And don't wachito wakatuale noso nyeyo, wakamanyanga esa konera aria, ya bantu banyasai. Bantu banyasai, egero no ira, batako ire CRB, ne bataje kukubuata, bataje kukotako lebe nyumba. Bantu mbali in such kind of event, siamanya masawatari kwa kulaya. Sacco. Maana huo utakuwa ni mchezo mbaya sana. Abanda wa university yakabesa kaba kabakonye. Ona kuja wakare wasomi. Tumebuo sabe. Kukora hivi. Kukora mshairi wa Cusco members para tuira inanata sisi most welcome.
Thank you, Panachama. Nyasiri waged. Tiganga wono na introduce kotora soy ground tora kwana. Operators wakiri. Jasa Marieta Ngoro Kujakri, Mwanza, nafanya kazi na Cusco. Cusco is the umbrella organization for all Saccos that are in Kenya. Ipo Sacco ikuwe kubwa, ikuwe ndogo, inafaa kujiunga na Cusco ndio waweze kujua nini inaendelea. Sababu vitu mingi huwa zinapitia kwa Cusco ndio tuweze kuelezea Saccos what's going on. Ipo Cusco iko all over Kenya. Our head office iko Nairobi, huko mahali tunaita hapa hill. Alafu we have branches all over. We have divided who's going to 5 regions ili tuweze kufikia mpaka zile Saccos zenye ziko mashinani. Hivyo we have Mombasa region, Nairobi region, Mount Kenya, Rift Valley, and the Western. And the Western is where we are now, where our regional office is Kisumu, and we have branches Kakamega and Kisii. And our Kisii office iko hapa Agusi Mwalimu Sacco, hii ya Mashauri. Iko 30 floor, room 24. Anytime you are in Kisii town, you are welcome. Ili mjue hii ofisi yetu kubwa iko pande gani. We have been partners with Nawo Sacco for quite a long period of time. Now Nawo Sacco wamepatronize most of our products. Hivyo nashukuru sana kwa hii partnership na naomba iendelee. Sasa kwa sababu leo ni siku ya masomo, nitamwalika mwenzangu ndio ataongelea kwa ile topic yetu ya leo.
Mdiamune Jacqueline, asante sana, chairman and your team, fellow invited guests, members who are now Sacco. God is good
all the time.
And all the time.
God is good and does nature well.
Thank you. I'm Tyra Zombai. I work with Cusco, Kisima together with Jacqueline. I'm in charge of Homa Bay, maybe kuelezea, lakini this office we handle 4 counties. That is Nyamira where we are. So hapa ni Nyamira. Kisii, Homa Bay and Migori. So I'm in charge of Homa Bay County and part of Migori County. Our branch manager was supposed to be with you today, Mr. Moses, but kwa sababu ambazo hatungeweza kufika, amesema pole, lakini amenituma pamoja na Jackie tusimamie. Umetukaribisha. Asante. It's my first day attending your meeting and I'm very happy with the attendance. Usually on most circles they don't do members education, and this is a very special meeting for circles. So I want to congratulate the board. I'm at the Sacco through the board for organizing this important event. Most circles they usually have ile ya lazima tu. Tunajua ile ya lazima. That is the AGM. You know, hawa watakuambia it's a must for a Sacco to do. But this one inakuanga si lazima. But I thank you for organizing it. It's very important for having this education day. This is where we learn a lot. I'm also an Adventist. Shiriki na nyinyi wa hapa karibu. That is Homa Bay County. Shiriki Oyugis. So mimi niko pamoja na nyinyi. So mimi si mgeni, even if today is my first time. But nimelelewa kwa hii kanisa. So and also I'm a corporate like you. So I'm very happy to be with you today. As Cusco, we were told to cover that is the second topic, which was wise investments, both personal and corporate. And I've been given around 30 minutes. I'm very sure hata Sacco labda sitachukua hiyo yote, because as you heard from our first presenter, this is a subtopic under personal, financial management. Na mimi si mwalimu, msiogope sana. Mimi pia, I'm just a corporate like you. I'm requesting ikuwe interactive so that I also want to learn from you. Tuko pamoja? Yes. So, mimi si mwalimu, I'm just privileged to take you through this topic. Kabla nianze. When you had, I believe you are given this notice that we'll be having education day today as now members. And maybe you are given topics. Were you given topics, members? Some wanasema yes, some wanasema no. Sasa hii tuko wapi? Okay, no. So next time I want to request the board, if we have an event like this, please share the topics with the members so that they have an input also. But I've mentioned the topic which I want to cover, which is wise investments, both for personal and even corporate. So wewe ukisikia hiyo topic, what do you expect me as Cyrus maybe I take you through so that at the end I don't nisimalize na useme I expected you cover this and now you didn't even tackle any deal. So wise investments, both personal wewe kivyako ama maybe corporate as our Sacco now Sacco. Any member? Stima imetuacha kidogo. Mnanipata? Vile tulisikia hii topic. What are our expectations? Ama kuna hatukukuja na any expectations kwa hii topic? Yes.
I'm expecting to be informed.
Raise your voice now.
Oh,
okay, thank you.
I'm expecting to be shown the unwise because you will tell me the wise. But you have to tell me also the unwise because I will not know the unwise. That is my expectation.
Any other?
There is another hand.
Our expectation is that we also need to know when you have maybe little resources where you can invest and how you can invest so that you can grow into big investments.
Any other? Those are two expectations. Okay.
When I got this information, I was very happy because I'm going to meet with expertise in this area who will enlighten me and show me the right direction of doing things so that tomorrow I don't get stuck. And I believe that the expertise were going to give us new methods that have been laid up for the success of cooperatives.
Kama imeisha? Ndio. Okay, thank you for that. At least now I've gotten our expectations. You see, labda ningeongea tu kwa wise na niache unwise. Ndio. Yeah, so thank you for that. Allow me now to proceed to our topic. I believe I've heard what you have raised as your expectations, and I'll try to cover them. So the key word kwa hiyo topic yetu ni wise investment. Okay, the topic is wise investments, both personal and corporate. But I want to believe that the key word there is investment. Si tuko pamoja? Yes. Investment. When someone says invest, investment, investing, simnisaidie kidogo to invest. I know pastors, maybe we don't engage our congregation, but as tunapenda kidogo tuchangamuke. Unajua, I know during someone like the way our chairman, who was our pastor, he was not asking questions. I know these are different. So invest, yes, we have someone who wants to help us. Investing, invest.
Your resources somewhere in hope of a better return and sustainability.
Best. Nisaidie kidogo kabla niseme zile zangu niliandika kidogo. Why do you invest? Why do you plan to invest?
Look, we invest today so that in the near future we can have better returns.
Thank you. To have better returns in the near future.
We invest for an foreseen eventuality.
Yes, we invest for unforeseen eventuality. Thank you. Any other? Can see there is a hand there.
To achieve your financial goals.
We invest to achieve financial goal. Good. Any other?
I think keyword is profits. Get profits.
Keyword is profit. We invest to get a profit. Thank you. Yeah, there's maybe the last one so that I can also add a few, but all answers are right.
We also invest so that when maybe you are not in that regular employment, you have a source of income.
Thank you. We invest for retirement purposes. Amma? Yes, thank you. Those answers are very good, so I can see we know why we need to invest. Yes. So investment or investing is very important. Financial freedom, was it said, but in another way, that we invest so that we can get that financial freedom through the income that we have. I think our first facilitator talked about income. For diversification, that is, investment reduces risk and increases financial stability. And then wealth building, grow wealth over time. And lastly, retirement, for retirement planning, to ensure comfortable lifestyle in later years when you are not able maybe to work as now. Allow me, we go to things we consider before we invest, and that is what will answer our member question on the wise and unwise investments. So if you don't consider them, then it means the investment you do is unwise. Tuko pamoja? But if you consider them and then carry on with your investment, then it means the investment automatically will be wise. I like asking questions, but we have to go interact. So what are the things I want to invest? We have known what investment is. We have known the advantages of investing, some of them. And then the question is, before I do that investment, what do I need to consider before I venture in a particular business? What do I need to consider? Yes, I can see a hand. I wish we could get a younger person. I'm a pastor, but we could fit. What do you consider?
We consider the risks involved in the given investment that you want to take.
Thank you.
Consider how much it needs for you to eventually put out business.
Thank you. What is called capital?
The profit margin.
Profit margin. Any other? Consumers. Or the market. Yes, thank you. Sorry?
You consider the security of the investment.
Yes, you consider the security. Thank you. Naona tuko sawa. Ama hii topic ilikuwa rahisi sana. So, I think we have talked of most of them, which also came to my mind. Number one is capital requirement.
So consider the time or period to get the returns.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Any other? Let me not close one out because it might not be part of what the factors I indicated. Yes. Capital. Yes. So number one is capital requirement for the investment side. Number two, risk tolerance. Our madam said it. I believe tunaelewa capital. If you want to start that venture, that business, there is money you will need to start it. So there are some investments, maybe you'll not be able to raise the capital you can start them. So ukianza ile business kubwa, kubwa in terms of capital, Then ukisha build, wewe kazi yako ni kungoja tu nini? Pesa ama rent, ndio. At the end of every month or 5th of every month, you are having pesa kwa account yako. Though I know that is capital intensive. Then the other one which also can consider, for I can see we have younger pastors here. We have some online marketing. Those ones you can do maybe at your free time. You just do marketing or you do promotions for various companies. That is digital. So those are some of the basic or some of the passive. And I will encourage us to involve in this because I know already we have an active type of income or investment where we get income. So involving or going into maybe some active investments which are just mentioned will be tricky because of the reason we are involved in this our work, our main work. So again, if you want to invest in these other types of investments which require much of your time, it will be almost impossible. So what are some of the active investments we have? And here, as I was coming from Kisii, I saw tea plantations. So agribusiness, this is something that we can also consider, as well as we have this active employment, but I believe agribusiness, be it farming or that is crop farming or animal, we can also do it. And animal, I mean things like dairy, poultry, and with farming here, the most cash crop tea, yes. And I know you can even hire a parcel. Alafu ukue tu kazi yako ni kuchuna chai, ndio? Yeah, we can also consider that, though it's active, but I believe in it. I don't need much of our time. These others like transport and logistics. Transport and logistics. This one I'll not encourage us, and maybe I'll say it is unwise, the way our members say, because it requires you to be there. Useme kama ni matatu. Who has an experience of having a matatu here? So itakuwa challenging sana. Yes, but it's an investment we can do, but not very wise. Things like car wash, bakery, those are things which requires you to be there. Even if you employ someone who is skilled, the way our members say, but it will require you. So that one I will emphasize if I was addressing maybe another group of Sacco members, those who are not involved in active employment. But for you, I'll emphasize really you consider the first ones. I know they are a bit technical, but who could invest, and it's good we have someone from CIC, our colleagues from CIC, who can take us through some of the specific investments they have that we can be involved in. But I want to emphasize that for us as pastors, we need to concentrate or adopt passive investments, which I said is like investing in Nairobi Stock Exchange, bonds, high yield savings accounts, affiliate marketing, that is the online, and real estate. Now, I know it was supposed to be personal and corporate wise investments. But I want to tell you, they are just the same, except what requires, what differentiates them is not capital. Like there are some investments is challenge for you as an individual, a normal individual, because kuna individual wengine wako na pesa na tukishikana watu wangapi hatutaweza. But there are some investments as a normal individual you will not be able to do them, with, because of the capital that is required. So these investments you can, like even, for example, Nairobi Stock Exchange, you can invest as an individual or as a corporate. Rental, you can do it individual or as a corporate. So the only difference there is only in terms of capital requirement. So I believe my time is up. That was the one I had for you today. I believe your expectations. Siku hizi CBC kuna kitu inaitwa exhibiting, meeting, so I believe kama sija exhibit nimekuwa hapo kwa meeting. I don't know whether there are maybe some clarification or questions before maybe I hand over the mic.
We will do it later.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, our Cusco facilitators. Indeed, you've done it. I don't know how they have rated you, but it's exceeded meeting. I understand. So we want to have our last presentation from CIC. Last presentation from CIC. Where is that guy? The form you are registered with the one. Make sure if you are here, make sure you register your name here, so that because we are considering to see if we can get even 100 for each for a motorbike. If your name is not here, you will not get it. And number two, it is not only registering and then you go to your business. You register and you are here for this business. See, your business imetuleta. I'm very keen. Ukienda kwa business yako hiyo nayo, nitakuambia tu hapana kupati. Maana we are on business. Sio mchezo, sio ya kwamba tumekuja mchezo. Ucheze mpira wako wetu unaweka jina unaenda. Hiyo hapana, hatuwezi. Dijito pake yininga. No, weka chini kiunora weke, sababu na wako chwe.
It's about business.
It's about business. So, CIC members, please, we want to see you here so that we carry on with our last presentation. Please, within time. And then from there we will have our reactions. Then we will have our lunch. And we call it a day.
The chairman, Minister of Officials, Board of Directors, members, invited guests. Good afternoon. Is it afternoon?
Yes.
Oh, that's great. First and foremost, let me introduce myself. My name is Nelson Ogati. I work with CIC Insurance based in Kisima. We have our office at Lengetia Place, the building that houses Kenya Power, All Galaxy Medical Center, just opposite Quickmart. That's where our office is, second floor. Today, we are privileged to join you here as you engage during this education day. And I am happy and impressed by the kind of topics that were brought forward by the Board of Directors. I am also privileged to be with my colleague who will briefly talk about investments, and then I crown it with insurance. Now we've talked about personal finance, we've talked about investments. I'll come and crown it with how we can secure or mitigate risks that might wipe our investments if we don't take strategies to ensure that the risks are taken care of. Maybe briefly, he can introduce himself and give a brief about the kind of, to encourage you and advise you on investments. pastors present, chairman and officials, and all members of the Sacco. Good afternoon. Thank you for the privilege and the invitation to this meeting today. I briefly talk about investments and the options that we have, investment options that we have from CIC. And because my colleagues have spoken about investment, so what I'll do, I'll briefly wrap up. And if you've got maybe questions or you wish to seek clarification later on, you can see us later after the meeting, or maybe visit our offices in Kisima. So I'll start with statistics and congratulate you. Thank you. Oh, I have not mentioned my names. My name is Boniface Wachi. I work with CIC Group under the subsidiary of Asset Management. It's a group of 3 companies. So I work with Asset Management. As a wealth advisor. So I'll start with statistics from PUSCO in 2015, where they're saying that more than 1.3 billion is contributed by Saccos to the GDP. So this is around over 45%. So meaning members present here are contributing to the GDP. Yani almost half of the GDP of Kenya need to talk about the same members based on more contribute. You should clap for yourself. So I'll go to investment and we define what is investment. So I won't define, please you know what is investment. So I'll go straight to investment, maybe options that we have within CIC and briefly talk about them. So the foremost investment that we have is money market fund. My colleague talked about it. We also have one called equity fund, dollar fund, balance fund, fixed income fund, and wealth fund. Because of time, I won't talk about the features of the fund. I'll only talk about the features of money market fund. So before that, I'll talk about why should you invest. Benefits of investment. My colleague from PUSCO had spoken about them, but I'll also add a few points on them. So why should you invest? 1. Investment helps us to achieve our goals. So if you have a goal, when you have a defined goal, at least you know where you are going. And the first thing when you come to us at CIC, the first thing before you invest with us, the first thing we tell you to do is to have a goal or a plan. Because it helps you. It could be a short-term plan, it could be medium or even long-term. So we've got options for short-term, medium, and even long-term. So another benefit of investing, and even my colleagues have talked about it, is to protect you against loss of value of money. Somebody talked about inflation. What is, and I wish to ask members, what is the current rate of inflation? That is so great. I didn't expect that. Did you hear what he said? 2.7% currently. So at least inflation is going down. So at least we can afford something. Nasema gava imetufinya kidogo, lakini you can afford something in your pocket to invest. Sindio? Something little. So inflation currently is 2.7%. So this one means that if you have your money somewhere lying idle, your money is losing value at a rate of 2.7%. And I give a practical example. Kitambo kidogo, mababu zetu na maybe mababu zetu niseme, or our great grandfathers, before banks came, walikuwa wanaweka pesa wapi? And somebody mentioned, I don't know whether it's you, ulisema wanaweka kwa mattress ama nini, wanaweka kwa nyumba. There's home banking. Somebody mentioned that wakati tulikuja. Home banking. Then tukatoka home banking, banks zikakuja, tukaingia wapi? Kwa banks. Sasa banks kidogo, we are also moving to where we can invest and protect ourselves against inflation, and that is now what we call this product called money market fund. So insurance besides offering insurance services, we offer financial services zenye kama hizo za investment, kama hizo sasa za money market fund. Umeweka pesa mahali nyumbani, it's not earning you anything. Umate kale amage iliaba kaka baka bisire chiya sama no kinse amage nara kalire chiba sasa chile sindio. Then bona amage nara ora squeeze akoro ku inflation. So ekeroko no roga chile pesa nyumba also with the current account you are losing money amage nara ora ku chiba sasa lakini ile litanya ro. So it's better you put your money where you are protected against inflation. And another thing that I think a practical example that I want to give. I'm after 10 liters. Practical example in inflation. You are putting our money in time. 10 liters 2 years ago. Abaka na bila nyarika ndio ilikuwa na shopping supermarket. Yamboli abani 10 liters after 2 years ago. Ile ngali around 800 to 1,500. Around 1,000. Engineer logic at 1,200. Actually, you know, 1,200. Depending on the brand you might. When you roll it, they are a bit expensive. So, I'm after 10 liters. Ile ngali supermarket. 2,500, 2,200, even 2,600. So what does that tell you? Someone who kept money at home or in a current account is losing value. Has lost its value 100%. So two practical examples. Sanka 1,200. No, you know, we get money market fund 1,200. Because at CAC we give at a rate of maybe 13.5, not maybe it's 13.5% per annum compounded monthly. And the thing in Janara, no really updated in there, you could tell the difference here compounding a simple interest. So money market 1,200 you know that or your money market probably after 3 years actually 3,000 or 4,000 or even 4,500 maybe. Or you children 1,000. Once you hold on that divide, a supermarket program after 10 liters. I hope everyone don't understand that. Maybe kuna nyanielewi. Naweza iongea kikisi sana kumbe kuna mtu anielewi. So acha ni mix. Pole. Nitaongea Kiswahili sasa. So hao watu wote wawili wakienda supermarket haizi ongea. So kuelewa unaelewa my brother. Thank you. Ni kweli unaelewa? Sawa. So in short there is loss of value of money. So because of time, let me rush. Another thing, squeezing black tax. So
Kiroko invest, it protects you against blackouts. Blackouts, we don't want to force it to work here. See, we go to university of Benga, or don't be university portal. That thing doesn't exist. There is no charges that are being charged. That is money that you are not planned for. So, I've talked about goals. Someone talked about passive investment and active investment, and he gave a good example. My brother here gave a good example of passive investment, and that is what we offer. So in money market fund, we offer passive investment where you can invest as a group. Now, Nawo Sacco, so that you can earn that interest that is compounded monthly, or Nawo as an individual, we got an account of a in money market fund and you can earn interest over time. To finish up, statistics from CIC. That is all members. We've got over 131 clients, 131,000 clients. These are grouped into corporates and individuals. So corporates in CIC asset management, they work on for 75% in our wine listed Europe, and we are leading at 22% currently, according to the report of collective investment. According to the report of collective investment. So 40% of our investors are ladies. So 40% investors are invested in our investment products. That could explain the reason why. Because it protects you. So by the time we get 60 people at the maybe to a leak to a new chief, one and you and USA. One up is your challenge to also take it up.
Even now, but suppose
you will ask me that question. Now, that's why before you choose, there is that decision of choosing. Do you want to eat it? And there are certain things that you need to look at. Look at the stability of the company. Last year, did they make a profit? What is their asset base? Yeah? Maybe who are the owners? Those are some of the things that will tell you this insurance, if I take an insurance policy with them, my risks are fully taken care of. Do you want to? Yeah. So, into examples, why do we need insurance? Why do we need insurance? By a raise of hand. Pardon? To mitigate the risk. Another one? Madam?
Be restored back to your original position.
To restore you back to your original financial position. Actually, in insurance, you are not supposed to gain a profit. Do you want to? Onye past what they got in what 1.5, they are very involved in an accident, and Ochiro reporting a claim, we have declared it a write-off. We are supposed to compensate him up to a tune of 1.5. The one in you are not supposed to gain a profit out of insurance. The one in insurance plays a key role in economic development. The one in by stabilizing the economy. Insurance and the Kenyan economy is not what it is today. The one in now the insurance exists because of uncertain risks which we cannot foresee. The one in toko ya insurance policy. Mora kuwa ne risk mubata se Sacco. Sacco kuruele loans mukuwa ne tinga maybe ndaedam kuma Nelson yuirile roni okura ata akura kuyakana. How does the Sacco recovers the money? During the finance, when the officer was talking about defaulting, the loan thing featured a lot. Again, don't get all geta kuano. Member yuirile roni okule. Insurance who will pay the loan? That's a possibility. Management or you go guarantee the tayo. You go 20,000 go to story. No one Jaguar. But we need to be human. Extremely inhuman. Insurance, having an insurance policy in place. Challenge we have encountered from the Sacco, maybe I don't know, Chairman, is it right? Challenge the family, they are not remitting the required documentation so that no file claim. I'll mention about that. So to acquire about stabilizing the economy, insurance helps smooth consumption during times of shocks such as natural disasters or financial crises. Madam Nakwan about floods, those are natural calamities. Insurance is for future uncertain catastrophes, which we as human beings we don't have control. That's a risk, and the insurance has a solution for that. You are supposed to have a personal accident cover. Protecting people and property. We've covered a lot. As we've held an interactive session talking about the various kinds of risks that we might face. If you have an asset, maybe it is a house, you build a very beautiful house and you put in a lot of money. All of a sudden there's an electric fault. It catches fire. Utajaribu kuzuia moto, but unfortunately utaweza kuzuia vizuri. Inaweza ungua yote ama uzuie kidogo, maybe 50%. Sindio? Si utaanza kujipanga vile utakuja kwa Sacco, uongee na chairman, mimi saa hii sina nyumba, nalala kwa ndugu yangu. So that might take a lot of time to build the same house as the one that has been destroyed by fire. So the best solution for that is to take an insurance policy so that you are safeguarded from the risk of fire. Helping businesses. We've spoken about investments. If you invested the money that you borrowed from the Sacco, it is good, it is advisable to have an insurance policy in place. If you put up a hardware, there are chances of, there are risks that might come and destroy your stock. It is advisable to a policy. Naboko make a fire policy, theft. We spoke about theft as a risk. Obeke fire, theft and burglary fire, so that in case of these risks, you come and claim. Do you want to encouraging investment? Don't want a variety of insurance products, ranging from individual life products. You can start planning for your child who is maybe 3 months old. Those that have not been in the unborn child. You can plan for them so that by the time wanafika shule form 1, insurance inaanza kuwalipia school fees. Maybe it will also give you a life cover. In case of death, in case you die, your child, the premiums will be waived and your child will go to school comfortably in your absence. You know, easily to all these risks, these are risks that are there, and they are uncertain. We don't know the exact time when they will take place. Protecting people and property, helping businesses, encouraging investment. Insurance channels savings into productive investments which can lead to long-term growth. Insurance encourage investment. You as a person, you can start alongside saving in the Sacco, you can start another plan, maybe saving 2,500 per month for your child's education, or having a saving plan with an insurance company. It will encourage you to do what? To invest for the future. Supporting credit systems. Insuring the Sacco loans. The risks is death and total permanent disability. In case we do a loan, Yanyali can require the other worker loan, Yarusi, say what can outstanding loan balance to the Sacco. In case we are involved in an accident, we are totally disabled, total permanent disability, will come in and clear your outstanding loan balance. And they were in supporting credit systems, you're gonna go to Yani credit system emanating we support the financial institutions to alleviate the risks that might arise when they have disbursed loans to the customers or to the members. So we will call the burden of risk. We will call that burden of risk. So that in case of those risks, if they take place before you finish or complete or clear your loan, will come in and pay the outstanding loan balance. Those are the benefits or the reasons why you should consider having an insurance policy in place, whether at personal level or at corporate level. CIC took some loan products. To enlighten you on how you can reduce risk at the personal level and at the Sacco level. The product took a loan guard. This loan guard insure loans, and we insure loans to take care of death and total permanent disability. Now, the management take care of critical illness. They want to the critical illness. Critical illness, German. Critical illness, no maybe something like that. Is a disease that cripples you. The one in the back. With your normal life. Yeah. So it will take care of the Sacco loans, and it will loans insurance will ensure that there is no gap at the Sacco because of death, or because of critical illness, or because of disability. So it will ensure the Sacco will continue meeting its obligations of giving out loans to members. Another product is the group funeral expense policy, or funeral, because you can have it at the personal level and you can have it at the group level. This product will help you to plan your finances. Actually, insurance will help you to plan your finances. Because I know as a Sacco, you have a welfare. When you lose one of your members, or when one of you loses a family member, as a Sacco, what do you normally do? So you normally come together, organize yourselves, and make some contributions. Sindio? Tuko pamoja? Kagita tuarasi. Yani, ekero tete mo arusi one of the Sacco members. You don't contribute. You contribute in WhatsApp. The common pool. So you rarely contribute. Tiranda baby buya. Mwate bio WhatsApp group go chere aros. Maybe obekwa saidi na ngora ndutene.
Tell us. Is the management tell us if there is
no, I go through management in. Again, don't go about when you have lost one of your members, like there are some cases I know. What did you do as a oh, so that's fair. That's fair. So again, the product here is one way more manage your finances. Instead of contributing from time to time throughout the year, you can have an insurance policy in place. You have a konya, you are very, you just come and claim. Yeah, Namora claim it to 50,000, 30,000, 20,000, or 10,000, depending on the policy. So it will help you to alleviate the financial challenges if you watch. I'm in different WhatsApp groups. But if we plan ourselves with insurance, it will help us to manage our finances. At a fraction of a premium, you'll be able to purchase an insurance policy. If you have my colleague about investments, I will not repeat on that. Again, a personal accident. So it is good, or it is advisable to have a personal accident cover so that it takes care of you. A policy a personal accident, it has benefits. It has a death benefit, maybe say 500,000. It has a total disability benefit, about 500,000. Disabled there. What we call total temporary benefit. Alabegatuara weekly earnings. We will pay you up to 104 weeks. Insurance, you plan yourself in terms of planning for your child's education. You start contributing for 10 years. Project school so that they create Amazon school fees now they get to get a critical illness, the premiums will be waived. So it's a good way of planning yourself for your child's future. Pension is another good way of planning your finances. you will start planning yourself for your retirement. If God allows me to work until 60, I attain 60 years, by force, by fire, I have to go home. And that's the same for each and every one of us here today. They are beautiful guys, beautiful pastors, maybe but still, since you are in service, you can start your pension plan. So that if you look at 70 or 80 and small tire, in pension. Because my pension, this money is locked. Yeah? You are purposely saving for retirement. Egarogo says for retirement, it will give you easy time to contribute for retirement. And Egarogo and the retirement, we accumulate a lump sum. If you work and go on water, is either you are given the lump sum or so another what we call an annuity. An annuity will give you life, payment for the entire, for the remaining part of your life. So when you accumulated 500,000, na pia you take work and achieve 5,000 or 10,000, so that's another way you can plan your life. So you can either decide to do a lump sum, or what we call an annuity. So that's another thing for the beautiful pastors and even those the elderly pastors you can consider, because you are in service, and start saving. And you can start saving from as low as 500 shillings. The max, we have no maximum. You can save as much as you want. We have medical products. Yeah? Medical insurance. Medical insurance will enable you to take a medical cover that will come in when you fall sick. But so if we take care of medical, you plan for it, because sickness is something that we don't anticipate. Nelson Navara is it something I did foresee? Is it something I expected? Yeah? So that's why it is advisable. On the Wokonya, you have a medical policy in place so that when there is need, it comes in for you. Again, take the medical insurance, you just go to the hospital. Onye limit cater for that. Insurance will come in and pay. So that's one way. Not having a management, insurance. So might be sometimes insurance, we just hear insurance, what we insurance in the hour. But we don't know what insurance can do for us, or how insurance can help us to manage our finances. What or agony premium ya 100,000, go say 75,000, go say 50,000. Man, you are cheating a guitar. Kerole Yagitari Pidi actually 300,000. No, but the fighter. Is it the insurance company or the person? Is it the insurance company or the person? Recently, a customer and accuracy are in a guitar. Or did you didn't get you work on a bill? A bill get about 500,000. That a guitar procedure, correct? You go bill. Gamatevia, get this Yagitari Obisiabu, or what they want to look at the Gadias, Ngingo for next. Ngingo for next. Again, that correct, I got cheated back a mobile. Egrava mobility, back a Montevana and a walk again. Nkewera cheated. I said, you say, go tell about it. Or Cherokee and a medical card. Chairman, Nawo one, briefly, speak about a targeted cooperative members. With us, that's 2,500. Now go over the medical cover. Equal inpatient cover ya 100,000. Ogo takagota ne family yao. All benefits, including outpatient ya 50,000. You just pay 26,000 shillings. Equal inpatient ya 100,000. Equal outpatient ya 50,000. Equal ya mangana dental minor. Amangana ya maiso. My friend, you just walk into an optician and a kushughulikia. You just walk out. So medical insurance is another way you can plan for your finances, because with a fraction of a premium, you will be able to purchase a benefit that will come in for you when you fall sick. Briefly, it's good you have an insurance policy in place, because out of the money you borrowed from the Sacco. The insurance policy in place, it means you will start defaulting the loan repayment. So it is good if you are getting into such kind of investments, always seek for advice on how you can have an insurance policy in place. Make sure that you insure the business, because there are risks that will come and bring you down. Maybe one last one. I want to talk about the claim process, if management will allow me. At one point, to ensure that you don't change. A challenge about getting the death certificate, because that's one of the documents that management claim. I am humbly requesting, because those claims pending. I'm also being questioned. Why? So, if there is need, because management such kind of documents, let's come in and advise the families that have been bereaved that it is important to submit those documents to management so that they can forward them to us. We normally require the original death certificate so that we can certify. Once we certify, we bring it back to the Sacco. There is nothing, we will not hold that document because we know how important it is. So you will just submit it to the Sacco. The Sacco will submit it to us. For us, we just have a look at it. Even if I come here, I find those documents in the office. I just look at them, see that they are authentic. I take a copy and I go to the office so that we can submit. We can also forward those things to the relevant authorities. So every day, so that what we call audit queries. So I know you so we understand the reason, all the importance of submitting those documents to CIC so that we also pay those claims. Because I know eventually there is something that also comes to the families. Yeah? Because what we call a funeral writer, when you documents maybe we should on how we pay those claims. And German still in it was an education day, and we've learned a lot, we've spoken a lot, but Chairman, so that we continue serving the Sacco. Yeah, because I know right now you have challenges, those loans are not insured. In case there is a problem, in case we lose one of our members here who has an outstanding loan balance, it will be a challenge to you. So, with those few remarks, let me take this opportunity to thank you for having invited us and for the kind of partnership that exists between CIC and Nawo Sacco. And it is my humble request that it will continue to the unforeseeable future. Thank you. May God bless you.
Because CIC.
Oh, sorry. CIC Insurance is cooperative insurance company. This company was started back in 1968. I don't want to take a lot of, give me a minute, Chairman. It was started in 1968 within the Kenya Federation of Cooperatives. Because they saw a need to have an insurance company that understands the needs of cooperatives. You know, cooperatives are unique in their own ways. So that's the main reason why they started CS Insurance, to come up with products that are suitable for the cooperative. Do you want to know? Na ndio ile company with time ya ile nene wao kushughulikia mpaka even the general public, the corporates to ensure the Safaricom, Kenya Pipeline, Kenya Power and the like. So you can narrow your body alinga a company yenye ne company yego CIC, I can guarantee you is a very stable company with an asset base of over 50 billion. So you will be rest assured that you will be able to meet your claims obligation when and whenever they arise. And the company we have presence in Uganda, Malawi, and South Sudan. And the Kenya, where we have offices in major towns, especially in major counties in Kenya. They want in about 28, over 28 branches. Thank you, and may God bless you.
I appreciate, but for now, we will want your reactions. You want to add something, or maybe you have a question. On questions, you will be very specific. Which group do you want to answer your question? Is it cooperative office, CIC? You are very, very specific so that they take your question. Now, if you have anything you think you want to add, you want to share, and today you will also suggest for us that in the future when we have the same occasion, which areas would you want to be covered? If you also have those suggestions, we will welcome them. Lakini tuanzie mambo ya kuongezea. Yule ambaye angependa kuongezea chochote, inua mkono. Pastor Chengo, you will be coming over. Anybody again. So the assistant will also come after the months. Those two. And then I will come to questions. First, I think I'm giving you the meeting.
Can I recommend them as loaning and directors? I recommend them not to put your near because of the observation we do. As a supervision. Chairman, not there, is not in serving time. More in number of Babojan in the Gedini. That was already. And the Valley and the Baba Pete arrogant. Or you know, correspond to you. When they're in a regular car. And unfortunately, about too much Baba eat. And if I'm young, it's a thing, it's a Osio, loan policy never attaching a big requirement. On Gawe, Nyakita to the Baja, American was in a town. Then I got a broke when they expired. In that case, then it's Dogosia. About 6 million to 8 are endangered. Family get over. Again, I know about the time. Number 2, steady na tuanjake kwenda ya kuru. Kwa hiyo ronde kwa sababu wegerese. Kufanya wito kifiga. Yara ya wanole tekele kwa ndio corridor. Kwa hiyo wito kifiga, kuna wito kifiga. Kana tu aliyele ni kutaka kupangana. Sasa wito 1 milioni lakini hao ngete wanne. Babi kina bange. Ni mozete. And I want shares here, either security, either accommodate the in-person is not considered. Then we are on a problem when it comes to specific guarantors to meet the rules. But I'm very careful and to seek clarification here before we take risk. They want rescue of the roads. There was an issue, I don't know if they have addressed it. One member, Kagasira, but subsidy, no evidence, it was counted. He started way. We understand later that we are very friends.
All right. Maybe Nawo and then the Tokoranga, Karotoko in the Shua, and now I'm going to go in the Shua. I think one or two, and we know we will not expel all the people from the Sacco or what our command. Okay, sister, please come over. You will also take maybe 2 minutes to get questions for those ones who may be having questions.
Good afternoon, everybody. As a member of the Loan Recovery Committee, you entrusted us with a task of following the loan defaulters. But we have found that it's very somehow difficult simply because of the following. Number one, some of the members, I think these are the measures that should be put in place moving forward, especially those who sit in the credit committee. Before we pay them to loan, the officers have explained you should understand the financial potential. Number two, those who are in the employment, especially for the government, because most of the members who took very huge loans come from they are teachers in the government. These people attach them the check-off system. Those who took a loan around 800,000 and they never paid, and they are working. They are just keeping quiet. It should be on check-off basis. Yani, wanakatwa kutoka juu. I think the source, we are getting it. Because anybody to be given a loan of 800,000 account from the source check-off system. Basically, ID number, TSC number, account to direct it. Because these people were not able to recover their own and they are working. Number two, at the same time, somebody may be amended will pay around 700,000. I have nothing. Not even a security. Can you embrace a security? Come on, rock because today those poor people could be coming. So, but now we don't have a security, nothing. How do you follow them? Number 3, some of the people that took loans were also employees of the conference. And then at some point in time, they were laid off. They went to other companies. So I don't know, because we have tried even to call them, they don't pick our phones. At the same time, we change on number. So when somebody is a member of the Sacco, of course, there are reasons beyond reasons for doubt. Ambazo zinaweza fanya mtu akuwe laid off. Circumstances surrounding the laying off which don't kuchikana. But before somebody is laid off, nikawete loan na morolenga kidogo kwa because anaenda na hakuna kulipa loan. And then lastly, even the loans should not be given on a friendly basis, on a relationship basis. Because this is serious business. Allow me, Pastor, to say but I think that's why most of our institutions are failing. Even our schools, even our whatever, because they are failing. Because when it comes to the Sacco, it's a serious bit. Yes. Serious business. So, if someone has taken a loan, then you should take an initiative of repaying the money back. Otherwise, no, now it's a member. Somebody told me that kama ukitaka biashara yako ikufe, leta mtu wa kanisa. And indeed, I've found this is very true because I have some few rental houses. You let them to a kanisa. Hata kufagia pali. No, that is true. So what we are saying as Christians is best live as Christians because we come as members of the Road Recovery Committee. So I don't know the powers we will use to recover this road from people who are members of the Sacco. Wengine wameretire, wengine they went to other institution, na wengine tu wako hapa. Because ukienda kuwagusa wanaanza kuongea nini watu wa kanisa nini wote. But the Sacco is holy. Ya mwisho, I'm requesting the management kindly when we have such meetings, because all of you now are doctors, we are almost editing professors. We want to wamesoma mpaka masters, and they are also all with their PhDs. Kindly, I know it's possible. Let's have online meetings. For those wa kanisa. And indeed, I've found this is very true because I have some few rental houses. You let them to a kanisa. Hata kufagia pali. No, that is true. So what we are saying as Christians is best to live as Christians because we come as members of the Road Recovery Committee. So I don't know the powers we will use to recover this road from people who are members of the Sacco. Wengine wameretire, wengine they went to other institution, na wengine tu wako hapa. Because ukienda kuwagusa wanaanza kuongea mwili watu wa kanisa nyingi wote. But the Sacco is falling. Ya mwisho, I'm requesting the management kindly when we have such meetings, because all of you now are doctors, we are almost heading to professors, when watu wamesoma mpaka masters, and they are also all with their PhDs. Kindly, I know it's possible. Let's have online meetings. For those who will not make it physically, they can be able to contribute. It's on. Somebody can be able to speak from their watching. They can also respond. Okay. I didn't see the link. So I didn't put that link in our words. I did it next time. For those many remarks, I thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you so much. I want to say something. You are getting it.
me like 1 million muganye to montacha ko baratera abakane cash na ako le kosi mutangoja forever. Most of them they don't pay, but usually I can montare che comunità in tutto devo se logo e lazima pare ai la che erano che te cogliati ba che sai di dia non è che non con tutte le donne a 500,000 make sure I value your maybe the equivalent was set slightly higher. Kusudi that the default there was no call more change chiriama momo on